Hey Meanders, we're off to see the wizard. Come with me. Okay guys, I am so excited. This one is a total blast from the past for me. I attended the original Land of Oz in the 1970s, and it was my absolute favorite place to come when we visited the Banner Elk area in the mountains of North Carolina. By the late 70s, though, the park became too run down to reopen without a $3 million repair bill, so its closure was announced in early 1981. I just remember being so sad that I would not get to come back to Oz. In 1988, a reunion of original employees sparked interest in reopening the park on a smaller scale. It reopened for one day in 1991 and continued to open for a weekend every year since. I have wanted to get back here so bad. I can't wait to see what has changed and what I remember from my childhood. Tickets do sell out to this quickly, so if you are planning a trip and you want to be able to be flexible with the time that you want to attend, be sure to purchase them early. I'm going to give you a preview of what to expect so you can decide for yourself if you want to visit, but first some history. The Land of Oz opened in the summer of 1970 and welcomed over 400,000 guests its first season. The Washington Post gave it the title of #1 tourist attraction, and the park was so high quality and a huge success. Representatives from Disney were sent here to see how a theme park with only one ride was so popular. We are learning a lot before even entering the actual attraction. Judy Garland had passed away before the park opened, so Debbie Reynolds cut the ribbon on opening day, and she was accompanied by her daughter, Carrie Fisher.
This ticket is going to get your group into Dorothy's house.
Okay.
The next show is going to be starting soon up there at the Red Barn.
Okay. We just entered Kansas and the Gale family farm.
Welcome to Kansas, Corn Belt of America. You're going to have a wonderful day here. Just be prepared. Storms show up out of the blue, and you must be ready at all times. So
That sounds ominous.
Be on guard.
We were given a number because you purchased your ticket for a specific 1-hour entry window. This way they can manage the crowd size and keep the experience enjoyable for everyone. We're going to see what's happening at the Red Barn.
All right, Mr. Fancy.
Listen to what Mrs. Ghost did to Toto. She hit him over the back with a razor just because she says he gets into her garden and chases her nasty cat every day.
Dorothy, please, can't you see we're busy here?
Well, she said she's going to call the sheriff.
Listen, Dorothy, the next time you're walking home from school, don't go by Miss Golds's place. That way Toto won't get into a garden and you won't get in any trouble. See?
Oh, you just don't listen, that's all.
Yeah, well, your head ain't made out of straw, you know.
Ah. You know what I would do?
No.
I'd walk right up to her and I'd spit in her eye.
Would you really?
Sure would. I'd march myself right up to her and go, Bill!
Put her there.
You stand up to Elmira. You're gonna have to grow a little more backbone before that happens. All right, you Toto, just try to help us out and find somewhere where you won't get into any trouble.
Toto. Don't worry, Toto. I won't let her get to you. We have to find Aunt Em. She'll help. Someday all the ships on
Why, you're running away.
How'd you guess?
Professor never guesses, Professor knows. But what are you running away from? No. Let's see. They don't understand you at home. They don't appreciate you. Oh, I don't
Gotta get
know.
home.
What's this? I thought you were coming along with me.
No, I've gotta get home right away. Goodbye, Professor Marvel.
You're only permitted to walk through the attraction one time, so make sure that you've seen everything you want to see in Kansas before you enter the Gale farmhouse.
Take shelter immediately and wait.
Dorothy's bedroom.
This is a severe goes the dance. Take shelter immediately and wait until the storm has passed.
Oh no.
Yes.
The farmhouse looks exactly like I remember it from when I was a child. Now the cellar, when you come in here, this is representative of being in a tornado. And I don't remember all the fluorescent colors and the black light, but I do remember that the things were drawn on the walls, but the part of the film that's projected on the wall showing the house going through the tornado, I totally remember that. Surrender, Dorothy. Now, this is one part I was excited to see if it lived up to my childhood memories. When you come up from the cellar after the storm, the whole house is tilted from where it landed after the tornado. Auntie M's kitchen is all in disarray. Doors are broken. The wallpaper is torn from the walls. Dorothy's room is a mess. The suitcase that was on her bed has toppled over and things are everywhere. The little den looks nothing like it did when we entered the house in Kansas. Uh-oh, I think I hear someone outside.
I'll get you, my pretty. And your little dog, too.
There she is.
Don't take videos of a dead woman re-raised in a barn.
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Perhaps you should try by bubble next time. It is my preferred method.
The landscape sure has changed from Kansas. We were directed to go see Glenda to be put on the yellow brick road. And I think I hear some munchkins.
As coroner, I must have I thoroughly examined her, and she's not only merely dead, she's really most sincerely dead.
Yes, so this is a day of independence for all the Munchkins and their descendants. Let that joyous news be spread. That wicked old witch at last is dead. Yay! Come on, people, sing. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch, oh witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Wake up, you sleepyhead.
We were just told to follow the yellow brick road, so let's see where it takes us.
That's funny. Scarecrows don't talk. I still have to get used to ours, it seems.
They don't? Well, how do you like that? All this time I thought it was normal for scarecrows to talk. But then again, I don't have a brain, so I wouldn't know any differently.
How do you talk if you haven't got a brain?
I don't know. But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
Well, if I had a brain, I could while away the hours, conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain. And my head I'd be scratching while my thoughts were busy hatching if I only had a brain. I could think of things I never thought before, and then I'd sit and think some more. I would not be just a nothing, my head all full of stuffing, my heart all full of pain. I could think of things I'd never thought before, and then I'd sit and think some more. Gosh, it would be awful pleasing to reason out the reason for things I can't explain. Then perhaps I deserve ya and be even worthy of ya. if I only had a brain. Thank you.
Each of these characters has a meet and greet and photo opportunity.
It's a man. A man made of tin.
Oil can. Oil can.
Oh, yes, here it is. Where would you like to be oiled first?
My mouth. My mouth. My goodness, I can talk again. Oh, oil my arms, please. Oil my elbows.
Oh, did I hurt you?
Oh no, that felt wonderful. I'd be friends with the sparrows and the boy who shoots the arrows if I only had a heart. I hear a beat. How sweet. Stay young and chipper, and I'd lock it with a zipper if I only had a heart.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my!
Lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my!
Which one of you first? I'll fight you all together if you want. I'll fight you standing on one foot. I'll fight you with my eyes closed. Oh, sneaking up on me, eh? Why, I'll get you, Pee-wee.
Looking on all these people and they've been nothing but nice to you.
How do you know they're all nice? Now it looks like you can really mess somebody up. That's awfully kind of you. My life has been simply unbearable. It's been in me for so long, I just gotta tell you how I feel. Life is sad, believe me, missy, when you're born to be a sissy without Duncan and Voive. But I could change my habits, never more be scared of rabbits if I only had to Voive. Oh, I'd be in my stride, a king down to the core. I would roar the way I never roared before. And then I'd move and roar some more. Oh, I've always wanted to see the Emerald City.
We're all going to see the wizard.
There are restrooms available along the yellow brick road. We found this little birdhouse tree with an interesting story next to some of them. We are just going to ignore this sign and brave it. I will say, though, that if you have littles that scare easily, you may want to take the path to the right to peek in on the Wicked Witch. The show is great, but it was our experience that the costuming is amazing and the actors are awesome at their jobs, so that could make this area a little intense.
Nico! Yes, ma'am. Take your arm into the haunted forest and bring me that girl.
Little girl, down.
Yeah. Get the little dog, too. We're gonna need some leverage.
Little dog too.
There's poison in it. Poison. Attractive to the eye. Soothing to the smile.
I, for one, chose to confront some childhood fears. The Land of Oz had only one ride, which consisted of 24 steel balloons on a vertical chairlift that allowed guests to fly over the Emerald City, down the side of the mountain, and up to the top of the pinnacle. This is the only remaining original balloon from the 1970s. I rode this when I was a kid. I don't believe I would get on that now. As I meander down the yellow brick road toward the Emerald City, I want to answer a couple of questions you may have about visiting. Strollers and wheelchairs. The park was built in 1970 and has uneven paths. It's on a mountain. It's really not wheelchair accessible or stroller friendly. They do suggest bringing small umbrella strollers or backpacks to carry infants and toddlers in. Large strollers will be asked to be broken down at check-in. Motorized scooters are permitted in the Kansas and Emerald City portions of the attraction, but they are not allowed on the yellow brick road. These events run rain, wind, or shine. So just be aware going in, tickets are non-refundable. It does say, however, if you cannot attend Autumn at Oz, they do suggest reselling them through a third party, such as Facebook's Land of Oz Beach Mountain NC original page. It looks like we've made it to the Emerald City.
Welcome to the Emerald City.
made it.
We made it.
Yeah. You can go down to our Oz shop. It has all the park merchandise. Other Oz memorabilia vendors are in the back. How was the journey?
It was great. Oh, well, this is the gift shop, and if you go down the way, you can see the wizard.
Okay, thank you. While the Emerald City and Balloon Ride no longer exist, the Land of Oz builds a temporary Emerald City area every year, and there is a balloon photo op. There's also an opportunity to take photos with all of the characters together. The grand finale is the stage show.
Why have you come back?
Yes, sir. We've done what you've asked. We brought you the broomstick of the Witch of the West. We melted her.
Oh, you liquidated her, eh? Do you continue to criticize the great Oz? You ungrateful creatures. You're lucky I'm giving you audience tomorrow instead of 20 years from now.
I'm a very good man. I'm just a very bad wizard.
Well, what about the heart that you promised Tin Man? And the courage you promised Cowardly Lion?
And Scarecrow's brain.
Brain? Brain? Why, anyone can have a brain. That's a very mediocre commodity. Every creature that crawls across the earth or swims through slimy seas has a brain.
The sum of the square roots of any two sides of an isosceles triangle is equal to the square root of the remaining side. Oh, joy! Rapture! I've got a brain! Oh!
That wasn't even right. You're confusing courage with wisdom. Back where I come from, there are men who are called heroes. Now these men, they have no more courage than you, but they have something you do not have. Ha ha! A medal. Therefore, for exemplary, meritorious valor and conspicuous bravery in fighting wicked witches, and for bringing Dorothy safely back to the Emerald City, thus proving once and for all that you are indeed a courageous lion, I hereby award you with this Medal of Courage. Congratulations, sir. You are now a member of the Legion of Courage.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Therefore, in consideration of your great kindness and your unconditional love for your friends, it gives me great pride at this point in time to bestow upon you this small token of esteem and affection. And remember, my sentimental friend, that a heart is not judged by how much you love, but by how much you are loved by others.
Oh, it ticks! It ticks!
Oh, yes, how lovely.
Well, read what my medal says. Courage. I need the...
Will you help me?
You don't need to be helped any longer. You've always had the power to go back to Kansas.
I have?
Yes. The answer's been right under your nose the entire time. Your slippers are very magical. That's why the Wicked Witch of the West wanted them so badly.
What?
My slippers? I don't understand.
They have the power to take you home in 2 seconds. All you have to do is click them together 3 times and say, there's no place like home.
Oh, and Toto too?
And Toto too.
You guys are the best friends anybody could ever have. Oh, I won't ever forget you. Say goodbye, Toto.
There are 2 opportunities during the course of your journey to shop at the official gift shops. One is at the Kansas Gale Farm and the other is at Emerald City. That's where I am now. You can take a photo with the horse of a different color, and you can also buy a piece of the original Yellow Brick Road or a necklace made from the same. The gift shop sells an array of plushes and puzzles and toys. They even have a case of vintage dolls, collectibles, and I think I even spy a VHS tape. Wow. The vintage items are sold as is. Outside the gift shop, there is a food court with several dining options. We opted to try a quesadilla, and it was actually really yummy for food court amusement park food. We added the over the rainbow observation deck to our experience. You climb stairs to the deck above the Land of Oz theme park to 5,506 feet above sea level, and you can see more than 100 miles radius and multiple states from one vantage point. The view is totally worth the climb, but it's a little blustery up here. This add-on was just $6.50 plus taxes and fees. I think it was totally worth it, but do keep in mind that when we arrived, it was really foggy, so I don't know if you would have been able to see anything from up here earlier in the morning. At the time of filming, tickets to the event are $60. The scenic lift is optional for a round-trip cost of $22. The best way I know to describe this experience is edutainment. It is like walking through a history lesson and a musical at the same time. It is very well done, and you can tell the actors put their all into performing. If you are a fan of The Wizard of Oz or just love musicals, I would say this is a don't miss experience. Well, that's it for this video. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Tell me in the comments what you think the best attraction is in the North Carolina mountains. I might just make a video there. Thanks for meandering with me.